Hello guys, TavHD here and welcome back to another video, and today we have the LaCie Biggest FW800 800 on the desk again. Now, in a previous video about this where I unboxed it and discovered it didn't work, at the end I said I was probably going to send it back to the person I bought it from on eBay because of course it doesn't work. Now, I have got a refund from the seller, and as I've said before, he seems to be a very nice person, and he said that I can keep this unit. He doesn't want it back, he's given me the refund and I get to keep this because I suppose there's no point him having it back if it doesn't work. So today we are going to take this thing apart, see if we can find out what is wrong, and if possible we are going to try and fix it. And it doesn't look like this has been opened before, because on the back, while the warranty void if removed sticker has a cut in it, it hasn't actually been damaged by a screwdriver. There is a screw under there which you will need to take out, so I will have to try and remove that sticker if I can. So I'm not really sure how to take this apart. I've not looked it up online. I don't suppose there would be too much documentation anyway about it, so let's just start. What I think we need to do is take the screws out from there, and I think there. Then there's also some on the bottom as well. Then I think the whole metal casing should just slide off. I'm also going to take the drive bays out just in case that helps in any way. I'm not too sure if it will, but it will make the unit just a little bit lighter, so a bit easier to maneuver. So I'll take these out now. Okay, so I've got my screwdriver here, and I think all we've got to do is take out these screws. Now, I hate breaking these warranty stickers, but I don't suppose I've really got much choice. I'll try and peel it off, but I don't think that will work. No, I can't peel it off, so we will just have to break through the sticker just like that. And there we go, the screw is now coming out. Quite a little screw there with quite a lot of that blue thread locking stuff on it. I'll just make a pile of the screws at the side. I'm going to speed up undoing the rest of these because it's quite boring. Okay, so I think that's the screws off the back that I need to take off, remove. Now, there is some on the bottom as well, I believe. Need to take off the ones on the metal bits just there, so I will also speed this up. Okay, so that is all the screws off which I think need to come off, and it is actually loose, so I think we can just slide this. It seems to be getting caught on the display cable at the top. It has now slid back. I can't actually get it all the way off. I don't know if it needs to come all the way off. Alright, I've pulled and the entire casing is now off. I'll put that down on the floor. Loads of dust flying out of that casing and loads of dust in here now. That is the main circuit board in there. I'm not really sure what I'm looking for to see if there's anything wrong. I've never seen inside one of these before, but I'll just make sure that everything seems to be connected that needs to be connected. There is a little battery in here, a little 3-volt Panasonic, so I'm actually going to take that out and reseat it. That might make a difference, I don't know. Okay, here's the little battery. I don't know if this is good or not. I've got no way of knowing, but I think what I'm going to do is now power up the unit like this with the battery out, see if it actually does anything, and then if it doesn't, I'll try putting the battery back in. Maybe it was just a bit loose, who knows. So I'll now plug this in. I won't touch anything on the top of it when it's on, of course. I don't want to get electrocuted, that would be silly. So I'll now just plug the other end into the wall. Okay, there is now power coming to the unit. I'll flick the switch. I'll actually angle it away from myself so dust doesn't blow on me, but you should still be able to see the screen. Okay, so this unit's not actually been on for 2 days, and it did instantly beeping and being silly. Every other time it's not been on for a while, it's tried to boot up and then failed. Maybe it is this battery that is to blame. I'll try putting it back in. There we go, it's popped back in. I'll now plug the unit in again and see what happens. Still does not like that. I'll unplug it again. I'm not really too sure what to do. There is a cable here. I don't know if anything to do with that is loose or broken. I guess I can have a look. I can't see anything straight away which seems to be a problem, but I am going to remove the fan off the back. It's held on with those 2 screws there. I'm not sure if that will give us any more access to anything, but it's worth a go. Even if I somehow can't get this thing back together, ultimately it doesn't really matter because it already doesn't work, and the seller said I can do what I want. He doesn't want it back, so no big deal if it does break. So that should just be able to come off, or at least it should. Okay, so it's coming off now. And that is quite a clever design. The fan connects to the unit over this little connect here, which just slides inside. The fan seems to be just a standard 3-pin, so if this fan needed replacing, I could do so. I doubt it's the fan that is making this unit not work. I might as well try turning it on without the fan in to see if that makes a difference. It's worth just trying every little thing with this because you never know. Let's see. No, still not happy like that. I'm honestly not too surprised. I doubt a fan would make this unit completely stop working like that, but it's not really shown us anything else apart from it's very dusty in there, and the fan is of course very dusty as well. I think I might now take the power supply out. That might show something, who knows. Again, might as well give it a go. All the screws are already exposed, there's no warranty stickers over them. Not that a warranty would stop me doing this because this unit is 13, nearly 14 years old at this point, so even if there was a sticker over it, it doesn't matter. Okay, the power supply can actually slide out now, but I think I've got to unplug the big connector from the other side. There we go, that just looks like a standard motherboard power connector, which is quite interesting. And there is a cable tie holding this cable in, so I might have to cut that. Or if I pull this through enough, I should be able to get the power supply out enough to be able to see in, then I won't have to cut that cable tie. Now I might as well just cut the cable tie, it's not really serving any purpose. I'll go find some scissors. Okay, cable tie cut. This should now just slide out, and yeah, it looks like that one connector does indeed power the whole unit. That is awfully dusty in there, and it's all over my table now. There's also another connector on here which is just full of dust. I don't know what that is. It wasn't plugged in. I doubt it needs to be plugged in. It doesn't look like this has ever been taken apart before, but taking out that power supply has helped absolutely nothing. There is nothing in there to see. It is just an empty space. So I'm not too sure what else to do. There's no point taking anything else apart because there's nothing that if it was broken I could fix. So I think the last thing I'm going to do is just disconnect the display and then try reconnecting it. That might have got dirt in it or something. Who knows, it's worth a try. So that just pulls out like that. and the other end connects into the circuit board on the back of the display. I will just blow on this or use compressed air. I'll just give it a bit of a compressed air squirt. Okay, compressed air on this. It should now be clean. I will reconnect it. Make sure that's as connected as possible. I'll also make sure the other end is as connected as possible. Don't think that could be on anymore. I might as well now try to turn the unit on again. So I'll plug the power supply cable back in. I'll leave the power supply external. There's nothing I can really get electrocuted off. So this should all be fine. That's now connected. I'll get the power cable again and this time plug it in externally and turn it on. And no surprise really, it still does not work. So the only other thing I can do is take the top board out. It is just held in with screws, so I can do that. I've got nothing to lose, so yeah, let's take that board out. So I've now taken the top board off and that's shown absolutely nothing to indicate what's wrong. This connector looks absolutely fine in there. It's dusty, but that really shouldn't make a difference, and the connector which the board connects to in there looks absolutely fine as well. So there's no point me taking out the other board in there because that's just the SATA bit, and there's nothing I could fix on there even if it was broken. So yeah, there's no real point doing that. So what I'm now going to do is just have to put the whole unit back together. Now before putting the thing back together, I tried a different little battery in it and connected everything, and that still didn't work. So I'll now put the original back in, and I suppose we'll just have to put it back together, and maybe something about me putting it back together will fix it, but if not, oh well, at least we tried. I got my money back, and basically this thing was for free. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. So I will now do a speeded up clip of me putting this thing back together. And there we go, the unit is now back together. I've put all the screws in, there's none left on my desk. So now let's put the drive bays back in and try turning it on one more time just to see if anything has magically changed. I very much doubt it, but it's definitely worth a go. Okay, so the drive bays are now in. I will get the power cable for one last time and let's see what happens. And absolutely the same as before, absolutely nothing has changed, but to be honest I didn't expect it to, because I didn't find anything which was obviously broken. It still might be something simple, I don't know, but for now I don't think I'm going to bother messing with this again. I'll probably just put it back in its box and put it on a shelf for now. I'm not going to class this video as a waste of time, because at least now we know it isn't something simple that's gone wrong and I could easily fix. Now we know that it's probably something on the board, and it probably did happen in shipping, so I think I'm going to hit it really hard to simulate what probably happened to it and see if that fixes it. Who knows, that might have fixed it. So I'm actually now going to plug it in again, see if that's changed anything. No, absolutely the same, and loads of dust flew out when I hit it, but that was indeed worth a go. So nothing was particularly done in this video, probably quite boring and pointless, but at least we know it wasn't the battery that was dead or something loose, because I have now tested that. So that will now be the end of this video. So thank you for watching, and well, I would say hopefully it was interesting, but it probably wasn't. So just thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.